Bionic Gloves presents the Hands-On Golf Podcast, bringing anatomy and hand function to the forefront of glove design to improve comfort, fit, and performance. Bionic is a division of Hilrich & Bradsby Company, makers of Louisville Slugger bats and ball gloves. Bionic gloves are the only gloves designed by a leading orthopedic hand surgeon, Dr. Jim Kleinert.
Welcome everyone to this week's Bionic Gloves Hands-On Golf Podcast. My name is Chaz Rah. I'm your host, and I'm coming to you from the Audubon Country Club here in Louisville, Kentucky, where I'm with Eric Gilliland, the PGA Pro here, and he's going to help to answer this week's question that comes in from Jacob. And first of all, he says, Chaz, I love the podcast. Keep them coming. Thank you very much. And here's his question. How do you treat water hazards? There's yellow stakes and red stakes. I don't get all the different rules for the different colored stakes. Can you help? Eric?
Well, when we go to the course, we'll take a look at the red and yellow and all the different options that lie within. Great.
Now, Jacob, remember, just for your participation and you sending this in, you're going to get the Bionic glove. It's that easy. And if you'd like to participate, all you've got to do is send an email with the question, with your name, full mailing address, whether you're right or left-handed, and what size glove you wear. You do all that, and we use it. We'll be more than happy to send you the glove. And please visit the website, bionicgloves.com, as well as go to iTunes, tell your buddies to subscribe, and leave us feedback, as it's very important that we hear from you. In fact, there's been revisions in this podcast. I'm sure you've noticed them, and it's all because of your feedback. So thank you for your never-ending support. So, Eric, let's go get started.
Let's do it. Jacob, welcome to Audubon. Wonderful question that you ask, and one that we deal with constantly in our explanations of how to negotiate two different water hazards. And this is a great example of how knowing the rules can really help you score better. Golf is a game that's not just about hitting good golf shots, but it's about managing the golf course. Here you can see we've got two different situations. One, this golf ball is inside of a red line hazard. This is called a lateral water hazard. And here's the second situation that you described, where the ball's inside a yellow marked hazard, and that's called a water hazard. With yellow water hazards, you only have three options. With a red or lateral water hazard, you have 5 options, and it's important to know that those are distinct definitions within the hazards. When you're dealing with a yellow lined water hazard, the first option is that you can play the ball as it lies. And as you can see here, although I'm within the line of the hazard, I could play a golf shot here from this position out toward my flagstick on this par 3. So that's the first option I want to consider. Now, if this ball were in the water, it wouldn't be practicable for me to play the golf ball. So that first option would be eliminated. The second option would be to go back and play from where I last played under penalty of 1 stroke. Well, you can see again, that's an interesting dilemma, because if I hit my ball maybe from right here into the water, it would be reasonable for me to drop a ball right here and to hit my now third shot into the green. But if I hit it from 200 yards away, I probably don't want to go back to the tee under penalty of 1 stroke. So the third option then is the one that's most used with a water hazard, and that is that I keep the point where the ball crossed the margin of the hazard, which is right here in this case, between me and the flagstick. So I'm going to go from here as far back as I choose to go to drop the ball and play my next shot under penalty of 1 stroke. And I'm going to be looking at where is the grass the best and what is a distance that I'm comfortable hitting the ball when I make that choice. So again, 3 options with the yellow, and that is play the ball as it lies, go back to where I last played from under penalty of 1 stroke, or keep the point between me and where the ball crossed the margin of the hazard, between me and the flagstick, as far back as I can go comfortably to play my shot under penalty of 1 stroke. In each case, I need to drop the ball at arm's length, and the ball shouldn't roll more than 2 club lengths closer to the hole when I do that. Under this lateral water hazard, I have 5 options. I have the 3 that I just described to you and 2 others. The 2 others are, I can keep the point where the ball crossed the margin of the hazard and go 2 club lengths, no closer to the hole, in any direction I choose, and drop the golf ball under penalty of 1 stroke. So again, I need to pay close attention and drop the ball into a good position if I choose to do that. The last one is a terrific little known option, and it's that I can take a point equidistant on the opposite margin of the hazard within 2 club lengths, equidistant from the flag, it can't be closer to the hole, and drop the ball. So if that option exists, as it does here on this par 3, I could go all the way over there, drop the golf ball, and not have to negotiate the water under the rules of golf. So a great example of where knowing the rules of golf can help you, keeping me from having to hit yet another shot over the water. I can go over here and drop under penalty of 1 stroke. So hopefully that'll help you with those 2 questions. If you have more questions on the rules of golf, contact the USGA and acquire a rules book. You can look it up under water hazards and lateral water hazards.